and spice. Yeah. And make everything there feel nice. No, no. Yeah. A little sugar and spice. Yeah. And make everything there feel nice. Yeah. The shawty bad to the.
Welcome to the Sugar and Spice podcast. We're also having the new cucumber jalapeno margarita. What's your thoughts?
It's good. It's good. I know you said you can't really.
I taste like the essence of jalapeno, but it's not, it depends on the jalapeno too, because some jalapenos are spicier than others. I wouldn't necessarily maybe have more than one or two.
But the tequila has jalapeno in it.
Yes,
too.
the tequila has it in. I definitely get more cucumber, which isn't a bad thing. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about the cucumber,
Oh, really?
but I like it.
I like cucumber. And
Yeah, because I know they make cucumber vodka, but I've never tried that before. But this was a specialty. Got it from the States. Sorry, guys.
Disc.
I know, but sometimes you just got to take advantage. I was headed there anyway, right? Had to bring it back. Welcome to June, guys. Sorry for our mini hiatus. You know, life's been lifing. And we just figured what was the point anyway, because it's not like it's sunshine and summer yet because the weather hates us. We're back to winter. I had to put on a vest today when I was out and about because it was so cold. But I was being an old lady and reading the Farmer's Almanac.
We're supposed to have a hot summer.
Hot and wet.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
they said hot and humid. Yeah, hot and humid.
I can't do it. But anyway,
not my favorite.
Not ideal, but at least I hope we get hot weather into like September.
It's supposed to be warm next week. Like, hopefully you're watching this and it's 20 degrees plus.
Yeah, I'd really like to go in the pool. That would be really nice, but we can't even get enough sunny days to like heat it. So solar panel problems. With that being said, everybody, we know the drill now. Tarot cards. So we're just gonna do one big one for the group.
Do I get
a little
to
shuffle?
These cards are so aesthetically pleasing.
I know. You don't know me, I only buy things that are aesthetically pleasing.
And then I can just pick one. Yep. Do I can I flip it?
Flip it like this way. You never want to flip it like long
ways?
Yeah. Like do it that way. Yep.
Okay.
Perfect. So we're going to it's going to be choices, but it's going to be reversed because that's how it was looking to you.
To me. Yes. Okay, I gotcha.
Okay. So choices reversed, feeling blocked or restrained. So I have a feeling because this one's in reverse, we're going to get a good reading out of it because the card itself is
not good
in a sense.
So two negatives make a positive.
Right? Look at us. We can do math. All right. 6, not 9. Okay, so there were doors all around the hall, but they were all locked. And when Alice had been all the way down one side and up the other, trying every door, she walked sadly down the middle, wondering how she was ever going to get out again. When we are changing in order to find our own personal wonderland, we need to keep the momentum going in whatever area of life the magic of change is arriving. This means leaving the in-between lands of the idea and entering into the choices we must make to move forward. It may seem to you, as it does to Alice, that each choice represents a potential problem, that there is not one clear choice or way to go. Each door is locked, too small, impossible to open, or even to fit through. But Alice had not yet found the way. You too are on the road to finding the way to unlock the opportunities that are all about you. It may also be that various tests of courage will reveal the key to the door, which will see you enter Wonderland. Right now, you have choices. Each of them may seem to have one or more drawbacks or obstacles. You feel that if you do not know how to get through the other side, perhaps you are not meant to be there at all. But look about you. There are solutions. There are ways through. You can create the next step, but you must be brave and willing to try something very new. And then you must be ready to deal with the uncertainty taking this step shall bring. If you peek through the keyhole, as Alice does, you will see the doorway leads to the loveliest garden you can imagine. You must find a way through, because the delights that lie on the other side are worth this test. The challenge is how to reach this place You may need to grow smaller, you may need to grow larger. You may need to change yourself in ways that initially seem strange to you. So the reverse is you're given up too soon. You're feeling daunted by the challenges and are stuck in the in-between place. An unwillingness to alter habits in order to transform, reluctance to move forward, and lack of curiosity. So like, guys, let's keep the momentum going. Like we're not, you have a little setback, it's okay. Keep moving forward, keep pushing. You will get what you want to achieve if you just keep trying. And that's all it is. Just don't give up, okay? Moral of the story, guys, never give up. Done. So take that with you as you will for the week, for the month, and see how it can apply to your life. All right. I'll let you introduce it because you're the one who picked it.
I did. It's a new series on Netflix. It's called Sneaky. I'm like, what is it called? Sneaky Links. Sneaky Links?
Something After Dark?
Yes. So essentially, the premise of the show is there's a bunch of couples, and each couple on the show has a history of being each other's sneaky link, friends with benefits, situationship, whatever term you want to use to describe this relationship that they have. So, but when they come on the show, they don't know.
No, because I think it's just 6. We get three girls and three guys right?
to start. And then they realize that more people are coming on the show, and the next 6 that come on.
I will say nothing prepares them more for when that first person comes out and the person's like, oh my God, I know them.
And then the rest of them are like, great, as more people come.
Exactly. And then you get to the last person and they're like, oh, I already know who's coming out. Right? I don't think I've seen so many shocked faces in my life. And they're just, it's like, what did you expect? So I'm always interested to know like what they're told about the premise of the show. Because I don't think they're told.
Well, but that was my question is like, if they weren't told, because they did seem in like to be genuinely shocked.
Maybe it was, they were like, maybe they sold it as, okay, this is a show about people who are historic sneaky links, that they only do situationships, friends with benefits, hookups, whatever on the DL. And they just go there thinking, oh, okay, like this is where I'm going to have a chance to find true love or whatever. Once again, I don't know if you're going to find it on that show, but okay. And maybe all 6 or all 12 of them are sold that idea, right?
But how would they have known? How would they have known who each person's sneaky link was?
I know. Is there like a questionnaire?
There must be.
So it's like, hey, do you have somebody who you're on the DL with?
Yeah, but then
what's their Instagram handle? Like,
oh, maybe.
Right?
Yeah.
But then that would like be sending red flags off in my head. I have to research this, and then next week I'll come back with some thoughts.
Okay. Because I was
thinking
wondering
that too.
Yeah, I was wondering that the whole time. Like, how did they find out who these people were hooking up with? Like without giving away the surprise to them. So they did in general seem shocked when they were coming out.
Absolutely. And I feel like there were some more shocked than others because I feel like there's a lot of like unspoken emotions.
Oh, yes.
That like, I'm like, okay, I'll give it to them. Most of them are in their early to mid 20s. So most of them.
I was at mid 20s. Because
I think
Samira was 23 and I think she was the youngest.
Okay. So yeah, and I'll give the younger ones some grace because like we all remember what it was like being 21, 22, 23, like whatever. But there's like the 28-year-olds and stuff.
The 30 plus.
You should know better. You should know better.
But so part of it though is like, okay, you're coming on the show to find true love, and obviously we'll launch into some specifics, but I feel like there are definitely some people there who are still like on that, like they're
not grown enough to try to find that. Like the one, she's like, I'm ready to come out of my hoe phase, and I'm like, oh, Angelique, you're not going to find that sneaky linking around.
No, and she was one of the first ones to be sneaky 100%. Linking around. Her and 100%. Colt?
Yes, her and Colt. Like, okay, so like, let's dive in. Let's do like, what were your first thoughts on like Manny and Samira?
So, I will say my opinion has changed, but my initial thoughts on Manny was like I would have called him one of the better looking guys on the
Absolutely.
show. Like he does seem short to me though, because when he was standing next to one of the other girls,
She's
4'9", and she doesn't look 4'9" next to him.
But when she was against Travis, I was like, that is
He's a giant, but he is 6'5", so
I know.
he is very tall.
Yes, but it was like she just looked like a little person.
Yes, she looked, and next to Manny, she just seemed short,
normal,
like normal
shorter girl.
Yeah.
So I would maybe peg Manny to be like 5'10",
maybe. Yeah,
if that.
if that, because he was.
I'm giving him grace saying he's taller than me. Like we might be the same height at 5'9".
Yes, because I can't remember who he was standing next to. Avery, I think.
Avery's tall.
Oh, is she?
I feel like she's tall. Like I feel like she's my height at least.
He was standing next to Avery, and they were basically the same height.
So then I think he's like around my height then, because like I looked at her but then I feel like, is it just because they all look like they have like long legs and long bodies? I don't know.
Is it the camera? Like, is it the camera? Yeah.
Right. And then they were just like, oh, Samira. The poor girl. Okay. Travis and Angelique, what were your first instincts?
He's the best looking guy on the show. Absolutely.
I have him tied.
Oh, with
Logan. And I say this with, if anybody has watched Yellowstone, he is Casey. He is Casey from Yellowstone.
With his hair. Okay, so when he was putting his hair back like in the ball cap, I was like, okay, like that changes his appearance.
Surfer vibe. I love it.
Okay.
I love him.
But with his hair like all scraggly and out, he was giving me Charles Manson vibes.
Oh yeah, no, I'm like Yellowstone.
Oh, I've never seen Yellowstone.
I'll show you after. And
okay.
He just
can pop up.
I will. I'll put up the picture.
Casey up here.
I'll pop it up because he does really much look like the guy who plays Casey.
And he was giving me, with the scraggly hair, Charles Manson vibes. But I am a true crime girly, so
huge
like,
true crime girly.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Okay, she's gonna put that up there. But yes, okay, I'll give it to you.
I mean, I personally like the more, because we did the first 3 episodes, guys. I really liked him. Like I don't know. Like we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Okay.
So we're just doing let's just do initial impressions. So
yes.
But I would say so if we skip over to Logan and Nicole V,
yes.
Like I don't know, something about Nicole V just rubs me.
Okay. I have it written multiple times where I'm like, I do not like her. I have issues with her. I don't know. There's something about her that bothers me.
She just rubs me the wrong way.
And
I don't know. It's just initial impressions. Like she's
right off the bat, I was like, there's something about her. And then as the episodes went on, I was like, there it is. And we'll get to that. But yeah, it's just something about her where I'm like, you should, with her being 28, I'm like, you should be acting more mature than you are. Because she's 28.
27.
27, 28.
Whatever.
I didn't really pay attention to their ages.
Oh, I wrote them all down. I wrote them all down, and I'll get to the one I was like waiting 3 episodes to write down.
Brandon and Nicole S. I personally think she's adorable.
I love her.
I love her
She's
too.
way too hot for him. I wrote. You can see right here under him. Yuck.
100%. I think she's the most adorable thing, and I feel so bad that she's literally like sounds like she's on the verge of tears
all the time.
She talks.
All the time she's in that little room, confessional room, and I'm like, girl, like you don't put up with his. We'll get into it, but no, I'm like, you are way too hot for him. Who is this stalker that you're with?
Pretty, and then, Kyle and Zoe, which that right off the bat,
I had to wait 3 episodes
to get his name.
I knew it
I was like, write it down right away.
I was waiting for him to get into the confessional, and it took 3 episodes for him to get in there.
I know.
So he's 28. She's 28. She's pretty. Like,
oh yeah, I like her. Like she's chill, but I 100% like they were homeboy and homegirl vibes. Like They're like, yeah, they're drunk hookup people.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell.
Yeah.
Like, there wasn't any, like, they didn't really talk to each other.
They
Like, it was
barely
weird.
seemed like they knew each other.
I know.
And she made a comment like that. Like, everyone else seems to have a lot more history than we do. Like,
yeah.
I don't even really have a lot written.
I don't have a lot written for them together.
At least at this point.
Yeah.
3 episodes in, like,
Yeah.
he didn't even get in the confessional till the 3rd episode.
Colton Avery.
I like Avery.
I love Avery. I think she's a sweetheart, and I think she makes the comment later on about how she just like makes jokes to like, and I'm like, oh, she's like me. You make jokes to hide the pain.
Yeah.
And I just feel like she's been like screwed over a lot by people. And so then it's more or less like she just kind of like goes with what they say because she's like, she doesn't want to show that she's hurt or something. Like, I just feel, I'm like, she's just such a sweet girl. Like general girl next door. Like, all American girl.
Yeah.
Like, sweetheart. Him, I don't have much to say on him. Like,
yeah. He wasn't quite as yuck to me as Brandon, but he was up there. I don't like him.
If he didn't smile, I don't know. There's something about his teeth that really like throws me off, and I don't know if it's because he has an underbite, but I don't know. I was like, he's attractive-ish. I feel like I would look at him and then say you're attractive, and then he'd start talking, and then I'd be like,
just joking.
Just kidding. Bye. Yeah. And then I think, is that all of them? Yeah, because we did Nicole V and Logan. Yeah. Right? Those are all 6. Perfect. Okay. So I will say I am pleasantly surprised, at least, that we have a relationship expert here. And she watches.
Yes, but I'm like,
she needs to get tougher because
oh yes. I'm like, Spicy Mari, like, we need to, I don't know, maybe it's just like the first 3, like, they get,
well, because
they're giving them grace to kind of like,
and they want to see how they're going to react,
right? Because we'll get into it later, but I'm like, okay, like, when they're getting rid of people, like, I'll just say it.
We might as well go to the first, what are they called?
I'm glad you wrote it down because I'm like, I know
the Sneaky Link Lowdown.
Oh, yes. But so, okay, so it seems like every week or every so often, every
what
time
are the day increments? Is it 4 days? Is it a week?
I couldn't tell what like the cadence was at all, but at certain points in time, they're going to be meeting up for this like sneaky link. It's kind of like the bonfires in Temptation
100%.
Island, but they all meet together. Spicy Mari goes around the table and kind of gives her feedback on each couple.
Yeah.
And then, or prospective couple. And then someone gets the boot. So it's kind of like,
but then
Survivor.
Like, yeah, it's like, or like, you're the weakest link, bye. But then she also like goes through, and like, I like that they congratulate the couples that have like kind of made some progress, right? And they get like a little privilege or something like that.
Yeah, like they get a special
and then at night, they can call another room.
Which I'm like,
I don't understand that aspect.
I don't like that part of the show because I'm like, I thought we were here to try and grow and move past sneaky links.
I think it's the temptation of it. That's what they're trying to stop them from doing. I personally think, I'm like, why are we even letting the phone? I'm like, if they want a sneaky link, they should go up to the door and knock. Because I've seen previews of like the later episodes.
Yeah.
And you see people like army crawling across the balconies.
Really?
So I'm like, I can't wait to watch that. Like, I guess as stuff progresses and then people start playing the field more.
But then I guess, so that goes to like what I was kind of like thinking was, as we move along forwards, like as they're getting rid of people, like the initial, like her getting rid of people was, you know, you don't seem to be making any connections, so you should leave. Okay, fair. But I'm like, but as we continue, it should
there's also challenges.
It should be, you're not learning your lesson here, and I feel purely for some more sneaky links.
100%.
So goodbye. And you know who's going to be the first to go? Manny.
100%. Okay, like, let's just dive right into him.
Manny.
Like, we have to dive into him because I am so sorry. And I'm going to jump straight to the way that he treated Avery.
Oh.
On the 3rd episode.
He had a man tantrum.
Like, I'm so sorry. Why? Because she wouldn't come back to your room with you?
So isn't that the whole point of like not being a sneaky link is to
Exactly.
try and develop that emotional relationship
And-
before you progress to
And
physical?
Avery made the comment. She made the comment to him about like, or she made a comment in general about like, I just met this person a couple of days ago. So that made me think, I'm like, oh, are we talking about like 4 days? Like they've only been in this motel for 4 days now. So like, she's like, I'm obviously like, it's gonna take a little bit longer to open up. Whereas Manny's just like, guys, the door's open for anything. I'm gonna play the field. And like, we all know what he was doing with Samira. She was desperately in love with him.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
he played on that.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, wait, who made the comment about him? Travis? Travis made a comment about him and was like, of course, Manny would kiss anybody
Oh, for sure.
because he
Was
knows
that
who the-
Travis or was that Logan?
Oh, sorry,
Logan.
Yeah,
Logan.
Logan. When him and Nicole V were
Yeah,
talking,
absolutely.
and he was like, "Yeah, of course, because he'll kiss anybody because he won't get rejected."
Right. He's a man whore.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
100%.
absolutely a man whore.
I had
He
hopes
was
for him in the beginning because he was coming off as a nice guy, like immediate bonfire.
that's why I was like, my initial impression was like, oh, he's a pretty good looking guy. And then he follows it up with, I'm also a huge tool. So as a result of being good looking.
Yeah, 100%. Like, yeah, and we'll admit, no one's going to say no to you because you are a good looking guy. And I even wrote down too, I was like, he's a very smooth talker.
Oh yeah, he
and
is too.
I don't like that because that to me is like, oh, you know how to like worm your way into things and you know how to wear a girl down.
Yep. And like, so I felt bad because like they had been together since they were in high school. She was, and he even said like he was talking to two of the other guys, and he was like, like whenever something happens, it's when I basically allow it to happen.
Yes.
And so I think you're right. Like I have it written down. Like she obviously is the one with more like the stronger feelings towards him, and he's basically stringing her along, like whenever he gets bored or whenever there's a lull.
100%. 100%. I feel so, I will say, like, I'm incredibly happy that Spicy Mari was like, you're gonna leave the motel, blah blah blah. And I hope she like realized this was the thing to let Manny go.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
I
go out and find your love. Like, he's not it. He's never gonna be it.
no.
He was literally holding you back.
Yes, from finding your own person. And also, yes, and I think Spicy Mari saved her because she was just going to see Manny run around with all these girls, and it was just going to like break her heart basically. So like maybe get out of this environment,
Absolutely.
take what you saw, what you did see. And
Well,
he was so rude to her when she was like, like I felt like we used to be buddies.
he just was like, ew.
Yes.
Ew. Like, if he was walking into a room and she was there, he would pretend not to know her.
Yes.
Like, if it was a room full of like new people, pretty women, everything, he would legitimately pretend not to know her. Like, I think he was embarrassed that it was her.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's like, well, what did you expect? Like, I don't know. I do like when they were saying goodbye to her at that second lowdown, and she was just like, well, like, I'm comfortable getting uncomfortable now. So now, like, I hope she has more confidence in herself to go out and talk to people and stuff like that.
Though, like in Texas,
She doesn't have any problems.
Right.
Like, girl, why are you with this guy then? Go
find someone better.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't even do a selfie with her. Remember?
I was so like, I was like, ew, who are you? Ew, no selfie together. And she was like, oh, okay. I'm like, you suck.
I
felt bad. I genuinely felt bad for her.
Yes.
And like, I'm just like, girl, he's not worth it.
No, and that was just like, I was like,
let him be with Nicole V.
ugh. Yeah, they're both.
They're literally, well, okay, so since we're there, like, let's talk Nicole.
Well, just to say, like, just to go back to Manny and Avery, like, he absolutely threw a man tantrum, and he wants to be chased so bad. Did you hear him?
I know.
He's like, I tried. Well, she needs to come after me now. And I'm like,
and I'm so sorry. We're day 4, day 5, like,
and ew, like, ew. You want to be the one being pursued? Of course you do. Like, that was such a, and then
it just wasn't cool.
And then as soon as she like was like, no, like, I want to take it slow or whatever, he was like, okay, let me just get on the phone with Nicole V. And then she, of course, comes running over.
And it's just like, and I felt like I could empathize with Avery when she was like, so you're gonna be cool tomorrow? Like you're not gonna be upset tomorrow? Like we're still good. And then he was like in his confessional, well, she's at the bottom of the list now. I hope Spicy Mari sees that and like reams him out because I'm like, that's fucking rude.
Well,
Because you didn't get what you want, because you didn't get somebody who wanted. She kissed you the first night, which was more than I thought she was gonna do.
well, and it's he is the one. Like, I hope if they send someone home for not learning their lesson,
It's gotta be him.
Oh,
It's either gonna be him or Brandon.
oh yeah.
Either gonna be him or Brandon. One of them. Both of them.
Should we pop over to?
Yeah, let's pop over to Brando. Because like
yuck. Like
I was
she's
like,
talking about how
red
when they were
flag.
doing the bicycles. First of all, he didn't know how to ride a bicycle, and I was like, who does not know how to ride a bicycle?
Brandon.
Did you see him on the
He looks so fucking awkward.
Nicole is pulling all the weight.
I know.
Riding
I
that
know.
bike, and he's got his legs up like this.
I
I'm like,
know.
oh
And I'm like, I don't
my
think people
god.
realize I think
Ick.
with tandems, like the man has to be in the front. Because he has to pull it.
Right. The power is coming from the front.
Brandon, you're not a passenger princess.
He was a passenger princess.
Because he was the one who was like this, right?
Yes. He's like, ick. That just gave me the ick. Like, you can't even, buddy, like, she's literally powering the pedals. Like, all you had to do was put your feet on them and then
talking body count.
Oh, and
60?
He said 60, but she was like, I think
more like
triple digits.
Oh. I'm like, ma'am,
Oh.
I would be so worried. Like, what are you doing with him? He's a troll. Like,
And how did you get to triple digits, sir?
sir, you're only like 25?
But like how who are you tricking to get to triple digits?
I also don't know if they like. I feel like they don't live close to each other.
No, because she said
Because
she
it was like when they
flew out.
yeah, like when they visit or spend a weekend together, and I was like, did you guys meet on a trip to Vegas or something? Like that's the vibe I was getting.
I don't know. And then he made a comment about liking girls with big tits and blonde hair, and I was just like, like
He was still so. I'm like, you are not fully developed yet. Like there's still something so wrong with you.
no, and he's 26, so he's hit the 25. Like he should be, but oh yes, he is
just like total fuckboy red flag vibes. Like
by the pool, and they did the fuck, marry, kill, and he was like, kill to Nicole. I would have lost my shit.
I give her so much respect for walking away.
He just walked away because I would have slapped him.
Oh, I would.
I would have slapped him.
I would have fucking jumped on him in that pool and drowned him. I would have seen me go Superman flying and be like, ah!
I would have lost it. I would have been like,
well, I think everybody else was like,
it's like, you don't have to, you like, why are you putting her at the worst one?
you know her.
Yes.
I mean, I think
Like, pick one of the other two.
clearly didn't learn. Like, at least
after they had the talk, like, hey, like,
and I thought it was really good that night. Like I thought when they were like,
and he was so proud of himself too. He's like, I didn't even try and do anything. Like, good
I'm
for me.
shocked. I was shocked because I was like, she'll cave. I was like, I know she'll cave if he tries. But good, like, and I could not stand him laying there with his fucking armpit bush hanging out. I was like, what is that?
Ugh.
Why? I'm
Ugh.
like, oh. And she's just a sweetheart, like. And I like felt so bad when she was just like, I just want him to want me. And I'm like, why?
Find someone else to want you. But she
Like,
did
Travis.
right. And I was like,
Which I very much like that.
the two of them. Yeah, I do like the two of them together. And it also made, you could tell Brandon was super jealous. And I was
you know, when they were dancing.
I was like,
I know, like nothing made me happier than watching her like dance with Travis, have a good time,
yes.
and then you look over and Brandon's like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, you did it to yourself,
Yeah,
sir.
you learned it. Like, and I'm like, and I love the fact that she was just like, yeah, you know what? I am hot. What am I doing?
Great. Good for you.
I'm going to explore other connections because he's not giving me what I want.
No, he's saying he would kill you and fuck, marry, kill.
Yeah. And then when she went to Travis's room Like she called Travis and
Yeah.
she went there. I was like, for me, as much as I also think Travis is a very smooth talker.
Oh, absolutely is.
And
Yeah.
he knows how to play a game.
Yeah.
I like the subtle like hand holding while he was talking to her and stuff like that. And like you can tell it was what I think Zoe said it is he's very emotionally mature and he can talk about feelings and emotions and he has no problem connecting to people on that level, which was very nice. Like, and then I was like, and then they started like making out and I was like, this is chemistry. This is chemistry. If I ever saw chemistry, go girl. And then yeah. Yeah, so them. And then do we want to jump to Travis and
Angelique.
Angelique?
Yes.
Because that was an interesting they're an interesting dynamic, the two of them.
They are an interesting dynamic. I don't think he's particularly interested in her.
No, I think she's a fucking crazy pot who fucking calls 57 times when you don't answer when she's drunk.
Well, he made that comment. Like he was
I
like,
was like, she's an anxious attachment. 100%. She's just like,
I think she's just like answer. I think more she's just crazy. Like I think she's like answer the phone, answer the phone, answer the phone, answer the phone. Like
yeah.
he could be sleeping.
I don't doubt that she's probably really good in bed, which is probably why he's kept it up. And they're like a booty call for each other.
Yeah.
But like there's always going to be a reason why it doesn't go further than that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think she's a clingy person. I think she would be like you would go home and call her a stage 5 clinger, even though she likes to say, "Oh, I'm cool with keeping it simple because then I don't have to get emotions involved in that shit." I'm like, why? Because you're bipolar?
Yeah, because even with so let's just pop over to Angelique then, because even so with Colt, like when the day when he didn't really talk to her, like she was like,
I knew it. I was like, oh, she's gonna get so upset by that.
yes.
I was like, she is going to get so irritated with the fact that like, and even when they were building the bikes, like, did you see like the side eye?
Yes.
And it was like, what are you doing?
I know. You hooked up with him once. You had a sneaky link.
You
Right off the
linked him
bat.
literally the first night.
Literally.
Yes.
Everyone else.
First night. And it's like, what did you expect to happen? Like,
I see this crashing and burning, to be honest. Like they got, I don't know, Spicy Mari rewarded them for their sneaky linking. Like I
other than the only thing is they both had conversations with the partners. Right? And that's the only reason why I think she was like, you guys, because she said you started as a sneaky link, but then you guys learned you had that tough conversation, which to be fair, it was more or less him just telling Avery, this is what's gonna happen. And she was like, oh, okay, I guess this is just what's happening now.
Yeah.
Right? But it's true though, because it's like this is gonna crash and burn.
Because it started on a bad premise.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, relationships can blossom from like an
For
initial hookup or whatever. Yes, people can turn that around into a relationship.
Yeah.
But I don't see this. I see this crashing and burning. I can be wrong, but that's my prediction. I see this crashing and burning.
Could be, yeah. And like that's where I'm like, it'll, I guess we'll see, because I'm going to say, because they have challenges and stuff, right? So I think that they aren't always going to be with the same person for the challenges. Like I feel like Spicy Mari's going to be like, we're going to switch it up to see if you have a better connection with somebody else for this challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's what's going to start causing issues with Angelique and Colt, because I think she's going to get upset that he's like doing like with the biking thing.
Yeah.
Girl, you don't even know him then.
No, not at all.
Like
you hung out with him one night.
Yeah. And it was the same, because was it not it was the same with like Nicole V and Manny. Like you only hung out once. Like
she's like, well, why didn't you ask me on a date? It's
I
like
know.
the whole premise of the show is to go out and explore.
And he's a man whore.
And that. But I mean, even if he wasn't, like,
there's been no talk. You guys haven't had communication.
No.
There's been no, like, you're not learning to communicate any better.
No.
Like, I don't know. Yeah, Nicole V, I have issues with her. I'm like, I need a backstory on her, because like
I need a deep dive.
I do because there's something that happened, and like we might as well just jump right into her and
Logan.
Because one, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm very Logan biased. I think he's a sweet man. I think he is a sweetie pie. Like, he's just
Ah, he had me until the last argument that they had in the third episode, where she was like, I need something more. And
but I feel like that's an argument that they've had continuously, and she doesn't like, she won't get to the specifics. Just say you think he's gonna be a broke bum for the rest of his life. And he said it to her, and she was like, whatever. But it's like, have you gotten to know, like, what's his plan? Like, you only ever see him as that because you've never given him the opportunity for more.
I don't know. He's 30 though. Like, if he doesn't have a plan at this
But I don't know,
point-
like, but we don't know much about him either, right? Like, what does he do for work? Like,
he sounds like he's a surfer. And hey, surfers. Okay, so
I'm down.
surfers can make money. Obviously, there's surfers who get like the big
But he
endorsements
sounded-
and such.
After he sounded like he was like, well, like, I know I'm on the right path for myself. Like, I have my plan. But it sounds like she just is like, I don't know.
She's entitled to have that.
Absolutely, but you have to tell him that then.
Yes.
You have to tell him straight up that you're not interested in, but then you have to walk away because he
Yes,
clearly
yes.
wants more.
Yes, that's the problem. Is
And I need more
she's not.
information on this Hawaii thing and how she imploded it and then got mad at him.
Yes,
Like, I need that. I need to know that.
but yes. So I think you're right. Like, she needs to just end it with him because, like, she's doing what Manny was doing to Samir.
Exactly.
Like, stringing him along, stringing him along, stringing him along. If you truly don't envision a future, and obviously he wants something more with her, you just have to say, I don't see it happening between the two of us. Like,
Yeah.
we have different goals in life, which is totally fair.
Yes, and I wrote down that, like, I feel like in the case of this situationship, in the case of this sneaky linkness, she has the characteristics that the man would play. Like,
Yeah.
that, and I was just like, what are you so afraid of? Like, what is going on? And then, like, I really didn't like how when she was over at Manny's, she was like talking, and then she was like, "Oh, I saw you took Avery out, blah blah blah." Like, and she was like, like saying like, "Oh, but we're completely different. So like, what do you see in her?" And I was like, "That's not very girl coded.
No,
Not a girl's girl.
no. And she
No.
doesn't strike me as one
No.
at all.
No, she definitely strikes me as like, I'm gonna steal your man. And
Yes.
you can cry about it."
Yes.
However, so after the argument with Logan, I was like, "Oh, she's gonna go call Manny," and then the door opens, and I was like,
I know. So I'm like, this is so random. So now we're on a cliffhanger for episode 4.
yeah, like, and what, so I was like, I really hope like Spicy Mari caught this because I noticed that she watches what we see, right? So it was when she was like walking to Brandon's room, and she was like, well, I'm just gonna go hang out with somebody else instead of sitting here stewing on my feelings. I'm like, no, maybe you should sit there
And
and stew and think about and work through it.
yes.
Like, maybe that would have been the better choice
Yes.
instead of going and like crawling into bed with somebody else. Like,
with Brandon. Yuck. Yeah, no. See, yes. And I hope like Spicy Mari like tells them that. Like, I think they have, I feel like they might have one-on-one time with
I hope
her.
so. I hope so because like I feel like a lot of people could benefit from it.
Mm-hmm.
And in true benefit where, like, because you see them in the confessionals after and they're like trying to talk about what Spicy Mario was saying, and I'm like, you missed the point. What are you doing? You've missed the point completely now. And like, they need to be harsher with them when it comes to things. It's like, we're not hand holding, like, come on. You put them in this motel, like,
I love how the spicy sweet was exactly the same as every other room. I was thinking that, I'm like, the spicy sweet is just,
it had was like stuff on the walls.
it had a sheet over where the bathroom is. Like, I was like, oh, okay.
Maybe there's a tub. Maybe there's like a big like double jacuzzi tub or something. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know which motel this is, but it's gonna be popular after.
Yes, yes.
And like I don't really have anything for Zoe and
No,
Ryan. Like, unfortunately, we had to say goodbye to him, but like he wasn't really gonna make it with anybody there anyway.
no, I don't think he had the personality for the show. Like, I don't think
Mm.
Samira really did either.
No.
Like, I found her date with Travis was just super awkward. I'm like, why would you choose Travis?
I know. I personally think like, oh, Kyle. His name's Kyle.
Kyle,
Or
yeah,
Ryan?
Kyle.
Okay.
Left a big impression on you, clearly. Kyle, Ryan, whoever.
I didn't even write down. I didn't know his name. So then when they were like talking, I had like Zoe and then I was just like waiting for him to go to the confessional so I can remember. But like, I think I was kind of surprised because I was like, Samir should have picked him.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I think I personally think they would have probably hit it off better. But I'm sorry, Travis, like, don't sit there and tell her what's happening behind her with Manny.
I know. I was like, Travis, why are you doing that?
And she said, thanks for the play-by-play. And I'm like,
and sorry, just to add on Travis, like, why were you wearing butterfly earrings?
I was like, what are those butterfly earrings? And what's with the ascot around your? That's an ascot, right? Around your neck.
Yeah,
I'm like, you look like Fred from the Mystery Machine on Scooby Doo. Like, what are you doing? He's an interesting.
Yes, he's a little bit of a character. Like, yeah.
I don't know. Like, I'm iffy on him. He brings back PTSD a little bit.
I thought he might. When I was watching him, I was like,
so I don't want to, like, I want to give a little bit of benefit of the doubt, but
Yes.
I'm really not, like, I'm really kind of like, I feel like you're too smooth of a talker and like bad things are gonna happen. You were like immediately.
Yes.
I was just like,
When I was watching that, I was like,
yeah. I'm interested to see what happens between him and Zoe.
Yes, because I think they're laying the groundwork for there to be something there. So we'll see.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be messy and it's going to be like exciting. And I guess it's all just a matter of like, we'll wait and see. Actually, speaking of earrings, Angela, they're not really earrings, but Angela and I were in the kitchen today and she goes, do you know what I've been thinking about really a lot lately for you? And I'm like, what? She was like, you would look really cute with a nose ring. And I'm like, what? She was like, yeah, like not like here, but she was like, just like a cute little stud. And I'm like, well, I would do a hoop. I wouldn't do a stud. I would do a hoop. And I'm like, where did this come from? She was like, I don't know. She was like, I just thought you would look really cute with one. And I'm like, okay, I'll think about it. Thanks.
Very random.
I know, very random. That's my mom for you. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, guys, let us know what you think. Hop on the show. Like, we all just love smutty little funny shows. Like, we like watch relationships crash and burn. It brings me joy. But yeah,
and we'll do the probably next 3-ish episodes.
Yeah, we'll do 3 again, I think, because they're like, let's be honest, there's not a lot of depth to this.
No,
it's just
pretty fluffy.
Judging people,
pretty fluffy, but yeah,
it's good. We have a little gossip time, little judgment. Everything's groovy. All right, so that was like a nice little welcome back, everybody. Hi, I know you missed us. I know it just wasn't the same. We're back now, hopefully for the summer. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Life might life again. But thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Have a good week. Cheers.
I look at sugar and spice.